Hi, I'm Andrew Wasson. Thanks for tuning in to my weekly guitar blog. It's February 17th, 2013, and this week we're going to break through the concept of demystifying picking direction. Now, this question was sent in from Mike. He's from Billings, Montana, and he wrote in with this email to me. My question is on alternate picking. I've had it smashed into my brain that the ultimate goal for any good guitarist is to totally nail down alternate picking. So I've been busting my chops to do it. Only thing is, I've started to notice that some of the top guitarists seem to play with no regard at all for consistent alternate picking. They just do their picking totally random. So what's up with that? From Mike in Billings, Montana, USA. Well, thanks for writing in, Mike. You know, when I was a teenager, I went through the whole exact same thing as you're going through right now. Every guitar book and every guitar magazine said that the best players are using alternate picking and how it's the smartest and most economical way of perfecting picking technique. However, I can also very clearly recall seeing a video featuring the legendary shredder Vinnie Moore soloing, and he was not exclusively using alternate picking. And that's when I really started to think that there's a little more to all this than what was being preached in all the books and magazines. So let's get the camera closed in on my picking hand and demystify the whole concept of picking direction. In getting started, I'd like to have a run through a 1-octave portion of an A natural minor scale in the 7th position. So we're starting on the A note at 7th fret, 4th string. And in demonstrating this, I'll be using only alternate picking. So here we go. Here it is again. So as you can tell, the alternate picking approach is very economical. It's smooth sounding due to the obvious consistency. And it allows players to quickly develop a balanced picking style so that a lot more focus can be placed upon the memorization of things like your fretboard fingering patterns for scales and arpeggios. So you have to also think though, what if you didn't want to sound smooth? Or what if we didn't care for having consistency with our pick attacks? And what if we wanted instead to have a series of notes to produce more dynamics, or possibly the flip side of having slightly less dynamics? Well, to explore something like this, we have to find out how maybe a guitar lick can be changed up by way of sorting out different downward or upward picking attacks. So first, let's go for greater dynamics, which will obviously mean applying far more down picks because we get that fatter, warmer tone with the down pick movement. And I'll have my guitar lick start here basically with the 7th fret A note on the 4th string. And then we're going to do a down pick into the 9th fret of 3rd string with a slide. We'll have 2 8th fret down picks on the 2nd string. And then we're going to break it up a little bit and have an up pick on the 10th fret of the 2nd string. Then we'll have a down pick for a hammer on, and then resolve on another down pick to wrap the lick up. So here it is. So the lick takes on a real fat sense to it because of all the down picks. They're pretty much all down picks except for that 1/10th fret note that we're doing that up pick on. So next, let's take the same guitar lick and go for the direction of executing more upstrokes with the pick attacks. It's going to sound a little bit thinner as we go through the notes of the lick. So we're going to start again though on a down pick on the 7th fret of 4th string, and then we're going to do a slide with an up pick this time. Then on the 8th fret of 2nd string, 2 up picks. We're going to break it up again here and have a down pick though on the 10th fret. And then we're going to have 2 up picks, one for the hammer on, and then one for the resolution note. So here it is. Down, up, 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 down, up, up. One more time. Okay, now I'm going to play them back to back. Here's the down picking idea. Here's the up picking. You notice the difference in the tone, how the up picks are a much thinner sound than the down picks. There's a fatness, a quality that's really different to those down picks than the up picking. So obviously that sound difference is something that we can consciously choose whether or not to, pick a note down or upward. To clearly differentiate this to yourself, though, I think it's kind of important that you maybe spend some time picking notes in different directions to not only clarify the differences in the sound of each attack, but also to gain the difference in the feel of what it's like for your hand to do the movement and how that movement is going to feel as you run through different scales and guitar licks and so forth. So, for example, try taking maybe just one note and repetitively picking it downwards. And notice how your hand feels to do that. And then take the reverse effect of the pick attack and pay attention to how it feels when the pick is striking at the guitar string going upwards. And notice the change in tone and dynamic that gets affected in the difference. So that's upwards, here's downwards. Notice that right away there's that thickness that changes up on the down attack, and then the up attack is much thinner sounding. So if you spend some time working on this and getting it integrated into your playing, you're going to see some pretty interesting things happen when you go next time to perform a solo or some type of melodic run. So although alternate picking is the most popular path to economy and consistency when it comes to guitar flat picking technique, it does not entirely address tone, nor does it allow for compensation in regard to dynamics. The dynamics of how loud or how soft a note is performed can be altered either through repeated upward or downward pick attacks, and if any practicing guitarist will just simply spend the time and study placing emphasis upon controlling their picking direction and taking notice of the results, I can certainly guarantee that the solos and the melodic concepts that you play will offer up far greater sense of control of the overall color and dynamics of all of the guitar lines that are played after studying picking direction. Anyway, that's about all the time I have for today. As always, thanks for watching. Have yourself a great week, and I'll catch up with you next time. Bye for now.